Hi Libra, here's a general look at your solar chart for April 2012, and it's about relationships and about it being better to be teaming up with someone rather than going it alone, whether that's in a personal relationship sense or in a professional business sense. So a theme this month is getting the best out of your relationships. Now, that's kind of your thing, Libra, anyway, because you are the sign of the zodiac that learns about itself best through the mirror that's held up to it by others in one-to-one type relationships, whether that's for good or ill. You learn an awful lot about yourself, but of course you learn an awful lot about other people along the way. But all of you will be different because all of you have a different pattern in your natal chart with the moon and other planets in different places. But we're just on the level of the sun. The sun is in the relationship sector, and you and someone could really be hitting it off at the moment, or you and someone could be having issues, or it could be not like that. It might be on another sort of angle, which is there could be negotiating going on, or you're bonding with another type of being. It might not be a human being at all. It could be to do with family, it could be to do with friends, but however it is for you, there is this feeling of mutual reliance, and you may be depending on their contribution, or they are depending on your contribution, particularly in the second part of the month. Basically, you can't go forwards successfully on your own, and you kind of know it. This vibration can give love relationships and friendships a tremendous boost and can deepen feelings and bring more intimacy. If it's in a professional sort of sense, then maybe you are weighing up the quality of what you've got going in a cooperative relationship, and maybe looking for ways to improve things. You could also be sharing a joint interest in something you share with another. For some of you, your deeper feelings are going to be very touched by a relationship. But again, that's more in the second part of the month. In the first part of the month, it really is very much feeling a mental rapport with someone, but not getting too close. It's going to be in the second part of the month that's going to be happening. Watch out for the time around the 14th or 17th, Libra. That is a time that you might feel let down by someone, or have to bear more of a burden because of someone, or be more disciplined, or try harder or because of someone. And if you want to maybe understand more about how that might be panning out for you, then do go to my website and read what is happening with Saturn in your sign, and then you can maybe get a clearer picture of what this blip might be about for you. Now, your ruling planet Venus until the 4th is in an area which is to do with intimacy, getting maybe emotionally involved, or if you continuing to be emotionally involved, it's a good time for it. In fact, with Venus there, it's a good time to share with somebody in a confidential way, to get things off your chest, to have this sort of heart-to-heart kind of closeness with someone, whether that is somebody that you do not know and you go to work on yourself with, or whether this is somebody you do know, and it can be even quite sizzly here. It's also likely to be more financially or materially or emotionally easier with Venus there. And it seems like you'll have the resources or emotional support at hand to keep you happy, but it's not going to be there for very long. It soon moves from there, and it goes into an area which is more outgoing. It's not so much, in fact it's not really to do with the emotions at all. It's a lovely area for Venus to move into, and it will be there for quite a long time. It'll be there until August 2012. So from the 4th of April till August 2012, you get this beautiful warmth, friendly energy of Venus in a stunning angle to your sun sign, Libra, depending on where your sun sign is in the sign, or in fact Libra rising people. And this is a really nice one for you, and I think you could do with a break anyway, with Saturn so long in your sign. So you can pan out in various ways, and of course you should make hay while the sun shines, and make the most of it. It could be that places and faces at a distance appeal to you more than usual, or there is a relationship or an income which is around travel, somebody at a distance, a place at a distance, a foreign land, an educational type environment, an advice giving or teaching environment, someone or somewhere you connect with can expand your vision, give you the bigger picture, give you the eagle eye view. It could be that you're getting into a new area of interest. It could be to do with publications and media. It could be to do with communications across a wider stage. Could encourage relationships. There could be a female figure that's at the center of this, which could be lucrative to you materially. And Venus will be transiting this area until August 2012. It doesn't have to be a female figure, but there's a feeling of warmth, and of course Venus is a female planet, but it might just be, you know, a male who's in touch with his feminine side. But it might not be like that. It might just be about the money. But it's probably going to be different things for different people, which is why I try to give different examples. But suffice it to say, anyway, the angle to your sun sign is a very positive one, Libra. Now, until the 16th, your mind will be more focused upon practical chores, daily duties, the to-do list, maybe therapies and practices that you're doing, correspondence, paperwork of various kinds, and you keeping a steady weather eye on all of that, keeping up with it, but also keeping a steady weather eye perhaps on health matters as well, yours or another's. This can be so dealing very much with the earthy mechanical details of daily life will definitely be a keynote, and there may be running repairs, upgrading to do. Could be around your attention could be on communications equipment, transport vehicles, whether these are earth ones, air ones, or water ones, travel, all of that kind of thing could be emphasized, and there could be some delays related to these until Mercury goes forward again in the beginning of April, in the first week of April. From the 16th, communications, personal or professional, in close relationships and collaborations are highlighted. Again, really hitting it off with someone, a mental rapport going on there. You get it, they get you, you know, you get each other. The potential is there anyway. You could be very intrigued by somebody else's slant on things, which you may disagree with, but helps you work out what your true feelings are about something, or your true, perhaps not feelings, but thoughts and opinions. It helps you to clarify your own thinking, your own way of doing it, or you yourself may be more looked upon at this time as a go-between, an agent, a guide, an advisor, somebody somebody who has got the expertise, maybe, and that somebody else is needing, is looking for. It very advisable to, you know, be gathering information through others, and being very alert to what's new on the block at this time. Mars is in this very, very long cycle, where it's in a background area of your solar chart, Libra, and it will be there for still several months to come, which signals that you need to be getting on with things behind the scenes. You know, whether that for you means pumping iron, or whether it's beavering away at some creative project, or healing, or therapy, or practices of some kind, or maybe it's a little bit of more than one thing. This is preparation mode, you see, where Mars is. So you could be very dynamically active behind the scenes, but not many people really know about it, because it's not going to be time to come center stage with something, or really you know, blow the trumpets on something until July, well, from July onwards this year, when Mars moves out of there. And this could also be triggering your unconscious, your imagination. Your dream life might be stronger. your ability to manifest what you want could be stimulated. This is a very good time to be working with manifesting things for yourself, projecting your hopes and your dreams and your wishes into the future and seeing it very clearly, and then just go towards it so that you can blend and integrate into that, inhabit that sense of self, happiness, healing, that scenario, that blissful scenario, whatever it is, in the future. Because Mars here can really give you the power, that it's like the power behind the curtain, that can help you to do that at the moment. And another thing about Mars here is you may find yourself seen as a therapist. I mean, if you are a qualified therapist, then you can be very busy at this time. But if you're not, if you haven't studied it, somebody might be leaning on you. You might end up being somebody's psychotherapist. Be very careful about that, because boundaries might not be strongly firm enough, and you might feel your style is cramped. You might think, well, there's certain things I can say here and there's certain things I can't, but I don't really know. And anyway, whenever you can, just chill out, let others take the strain, but also be firmer about boundaries and what you will and will not tolerate, or that is beyond you, and you just need to perhaps make a useful suggestion, and then just I'm sure you'll always be very, very polite and well-mannered, Libra, just send them away. It's because it would be all too easy for you to spread yourself too thin at the moment, and with physical demands on you, and your energy levels could be lower than usual. You've got to be aware of that, because it always is when Mars is here. You could be playing a supportive role more than usual, but remember to be supporting yourself. This is the time for you to rest and recuperate whenever you get the chance. And just zone out. The world's going to go on without you. They'll be fine. Just maybe look for some more self-understanding, some more self-awareness perhaps, which may help you avoid emotional holes in the road in the future. But it's likely you'll be feeling a bit nostalgic. It's likely you'll be thinking about the past a little bit more during the time that Mars is here. But like I say, you could be very productive on a project, on a master work behind the scenes during this long transit of Mars, and then you come out with it later on in the year. So yes, you could be, either just letting go and putting your feet up and reading a page-turning novel, or writing one, or something equivalent to that. So you've got plenty of time to utilize this secret weapon, this secret power from the background, and learn how to create what you wish to come true in the future. And from the 20th, you're going to be getting into a gear changing phase, and moving from one stretch of road or one standpoint and one set of routines to another. And if you would like to go to my website and read what the slower moving outer planets are doing, including Saturn, or everything I've just said here is about the faster moving inner planets, and you must set this forecast against the background of what the outer planets are doing, because their cycles are much slower. They're sort of like a drumming in the distance, and sometimes it comes in really strong, like it might do with Saturn between the 14th and 17th of April. And also you might like to listen to your forecast for your moon or your rising sign, if this isn't it. And I hope that's helpful, and I'll see you the next time.